Howdy, Wolfpack. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys have had a great weekend so far. You are looking forward to another awesome week of our programming and our second or third week kind of into this next little training block. We're going to progress the back squats from last week, and then we're kind of going to build off of Monday's Metcon because everybody had so much fun with the biking and the deadlifts. And the sandbag stuff, we're going to do some more. So all of your guys' positive feedback about that EMOM made me write this one, so I hope you guys enjoy. So we got 3 to 4 sets. Last week was 2 to 3, and we were 5 front squats, 10 back squats last week. So we're going to drop a rep on the front squat and 2 reps on the back squat, which means if you were here last week, we do want to try to add some weight to this barbell if possible, since the overall reps per set are going down. We'd like to add a little bit more load since we are doing an additional set here, or you have the potential to do an additional set. We're actually progressing the volume a little bit as well. So not only are we adding a little bit of weight, a little bit of load, progressing the reps. So last week, if you did, 2 sets, you did 30 total reps. This week, if you do the 3 sets, you're doing 36 reps. So either way, you're going to make some kind of progression. So we've got a little bit of weight, but same thing here. We want to make sure the 4 front squats, even though we are going heavier, we're still able to maintain that perfect torso angle, good speed on the barbell, right? We're not losing our chest angle. We're not having to really fight for this front squat too much to the last couple reps. That way, when we go into the back squats, hopefully we can still carry over some of that good torso angle and some of that good squat posture, right? Since they are a little bit different on the squats. Back squats, just by nature, you're going to have a little different chest angle just based off of where the weight is sitting on your spine. But if we can improve our back squat, torso angle, it's going to improve all of our movements in CrossFit for squatting, breathing capabilities, right? If we're leaning forward more in our back squat, our diaphragm's compressed. Breathing is worse, so by doing the front squats first, hopefully over time we improve the back squat, squat angle, which carries over to everything, like I said. So real exciting stuff here. Rest as long as you need in between these sets to replicate your perfect posture. Okay, and then the Metcon, 4 sets, 3 on, 1 off. Very, very typical workout that we do pretty much almost weekly. So we should be very comfortable with these time domains. We do need to make sure that we choose an assault bike calorie count that you can get done in probably around a minute, maybe a little bit less in the beginning. Last week we did have, I think it was the first minute was, I think it was 12 or 9 for RX. So that should give you an idea kind of where you were around the 12 marker for the males and 9 for the ladies, for around 30 seconds or so. We didn't have any rest in that EMOM, so you might be a little bit faster in this. If you double that, around a minute, should be pretty realistic. But we do have a little bit of time, so if you're leaking a little bit over a minute on the assault bike, that's fine. Probably minute 15 maximum, especially in the beginning rounds. And then we've progressed the number of deadlifts per set. It worked out to be the exact same overall. So last week was 5 sets of 12 for 60, and now we've got 4 sets of 15 for 60. So match the exact same weight that you did last week, whatever it might be that you did on the deadlifts. And for this week, we want to make sure that we're doing these 15 deadlifts in no more than 2 sets. Okay, so choose an appropriate weight so that we can get through these in a kind of a timely fashion. But if we need to break, last week I know we did 12. We didn't want to break that in the EMOM, but this is okay if we have 1 break since we have a few extra reps. So bike, deadlift, and then remaining time we do max sandbag over the shoulders, where we actually grab the sandbag and we chuck this bad boy over our shoulder. And these are very, very fatiguing, very challenging, especially when our lower body is very, very fatigued and pumped up from the bike. And then the deadlifts, right? It's a deadlift motion to lift the sandbag. So we've pretty much just fatigued that entire motion. So these sandbags are going to be very tough. So choose an appropriate weight. Okay, if we have, a minute 15 here, maybe this takes 30, 45 seconds, you're going to be left with about a minute of sandbags. If you're able to do 1 every 10 to 15 seconds, you're really only going to get 4 to 5 reps per round in this, and I think that's actually very good since these are going to be very tough, especially as the rounds go on. So if anything, err on the side of a lighter bag. That way we can get a few more reps here, but I think a good goal for this would be to get at least 5 on the sandbag over the shoulder, and I think if we have about a minute, that gives us, like I said, doing 1 every 10 to 15 seconds, it's going to be about 5, and I think that's going to be really good for this. Any more than that, it's great. But as long as we stay in the time domains on the assault bike, minute 15, 30, 45 seconds on the deadlifts, that gives us about a minute on the sandbag. So Just make sure you pay attention to your coach tomorrow for the sandbag over the shoulder, since we don't do a lot of these. If you're curious about form, you can just Google, proper sandbag over the shoulder form. There's a lot of different ways, but basically you just want to lift it to your legs, get it in your lap, wrap your arms around it, and then we just want to extend like a clean and throw it over our shoulders. But the coaches will go over this, and we'll get you guys set up. So nice little grunt work day on Monday. If you guys have questions, let me know. If not, have a fantastic Monday. Excited to get back to it, and we'll see you in the gym. Later, Wolfpack.